Welcome to Severely Underrated, and welcome to a majestic mess of fun that resembles the dangerous ride on your local entertainment park. You know, the one where you can hear the screams from afar and laugh, but when you get on it, you giggle nervously until it freaking drops.
We're all stardust, baby.
Welcome to 47 Ronin. The plot? Well, it's a mishmash of Japanese folklore, mystical creatures, and enough revenge to look like Kill Bill's younger brother. You've got your classic tale of honor, betrayal, and redemption, sprinkled with giant CGI monsters and witches who look like they just stepped out of a Hot Topic and don't make me horny at all. I'm not horny.
You should be.
But fear not, dear viewer, because where 47 Ronin lacks in historical accuracy, well, since this actually happened, except for the, CGI demons, it more than makes up for it in sheer spectacle. The fight scenes are like a choreographed dance of death, with samurais slicing and dicing their way through hordes of enemies like they're auditioning for Japan's Got Talent. So if, like me, you're here for the action, you won't be disappointed. The fight scenes are as over the top as they come, with samurai flying through the air like they're auditioning for Crouching Keanu, Hidden Hiroyuki. 47 Ronin is a glorious mess of a film that manages to entertain even the sourest of people, despite its many flaws. Is it historically accurate? Absolutely not. Is it a masterpiece of cinema? Not even close. But is it a heck of a good time if you're willing to check your expectations at the door and just go along for the ride? You bet your Hattori Hanzo Steel it is. Even though it didn't succeed in the box office, it still succeeds making me feel that sense of wonder and adventure that I want from every film. Welcome to a film that takes us to a mysterious island run by a middle-aged man. Welcome to a film which, you know the trope, it's the Enter the Dragon formula, except instead of Bruce Lee, we get a rotating cast of supermodels performing wire fu like they're auditioning for the next Crouching Tigress Hidden Thong.
Yeah, boy.
Welcome to DOA, Dead or Alive. You know that this movie is going to be profoundly fun. Then we meet Tina Armstrong.
So beautiful.
A wrestler whose personality is "please stop calling me fake," which I gotta tell ya, she immediately backs her words up. The tournament begins and the challenges make it clear that the whole freaking crew was playing in the purest white snow. We get a few fight scenes and a fuck ton more of fanservice. Seriously, this film got the concept of making DOA into a movie, because if I'm watching a film based on this, then as sure as hell I'm expecting something like this. Then we have the villain, Donovan. Imagine a science teacher who decided he wanted to become a Bond villain. His evil plan? To record all of the fighters' moves using nanobots and upload them to sunglasses to sell them to whoever.
We need to work together. Why don't we just split them up evenly?
My boy, you own an island with 1,000 servants / assassins and you host tournaments. What more do you want? The combat choreography looks like Power Rangers after 3 vodka tonics. Half the punches don't even land, but everyone reacts anyway because that's what it's supposed to look like. And the sound effects? Mwah! It even has a volleyball scene, for God's sake. Brendan Fraser was still Hollywood's lovable himbo, and Elizabeth Hurley could play the devil in a tight red dress and no one asked questions, because it was the year 2000 and we were all happy. Remember that shit? Anyway, this is a film that dares to ask, what would you sell your soul for? And how quickly would you realize you suck at making wishes? Welcome to Bedazzled. Fraser plays Elliot Richards, a man so tragically uncool that even his co-workers treat him like that guy who keeps getting invited to the group chat but no one knows why. He's awkward, lonely and in love with a co-worker named Allison, who doesn't know he exists despite the fact that he works in the same building and probably waves at her non-stop like a freaking cursed toy. Enter Elizabeth Hurley as the devil, which, let's all be real here. She could be selling me individual ice cube warmers and that'd probably be like...
Shut up and take my money!
What follows is a series of increasingly deranged wish fulfillment scenarios, each one proving that 1. Elliot has no idea what he actually wants in life. 2. The devil is having way too much fun, and blessed 3. We get to see more of Elizabeth Hurley as the devil.
Don't neglect your video games and I'll see you in the morning. You can ask me anything you like.
Cool. So let's just get on with it, shall we?
By the time he's down to his last wish, Elliot realizes maybe selling your soul for romantic comedy shenanigans isn't the power move he thought it was. Because, well, no matter the assets, you're still selling your soul. It's a comedy that knows it's ridiculous, leans into it and says, hey, wanna see Brendan Fraser get emotionally obliterated 7 different ways? And you'll say, yes, yes I do. And then you'll say,
please sir, I want some more.
A touch of magic. Drink that potion, and you'll never grow even 1 day older.
Released in 1992, this cult classic directed by Robert Zemeckis is a wickedly funny romp through the pitfalls of vanity, jealousy and the quest for immortality.
Ancient spirits of evil, transform this decayed form to Mumra, the ever-living!
Welcome to Death Becomes Her. The story revolves around the lives of 2 frenemies, Madeline Ashton and Helen Sharp, whose bitter rivalry stretches back to their high school days. Madeline is a fading actress desperate to cling to her youth, while Helen is a meek writer nursing a decades-old grudge against her former friend. It's like a soap opera on steroids, complete with backstabbing, betrayal, and all the materials you need for a proper dark comedy setting.
This is life's ultimate cruelty. It offers us the taste of youth and vitality.
Fast forward a few years, and Madeline's career is in shambles, Helen still nursing her wounds, and Ernest is caught in the middle of their toxic love triangle like a deer in headlights. But when a mysterious potion promises eternal youth and beauty, the trio embarks on a twisting journey that will change their lives forever.
I am 71 years old.
Now, you might be wondering why the hell am I putting it on our severely underrated list since it did so well. Firstly, because of this here. And yeah, holy crap, is that hard to do, especially in 1992. Secondly, because oh boy do we need more dark comedy films just poking fun at awkward and sometimes bleak situations. And thirdly, because of this.
You bet I will!
Death Becomes Her is a wickedly funny and incredibly fun exploration of the human condition. It's like the picture of Dorian Gray meets Sunset Boulevard with a much needed dose of dark comedy. It's like trying to read philosophy while you're high. Can you curse in the future?
Are you shitting me?
John Spartan, you are fined 1 credit for a violation of the verbal morality statute.
Is Arnold the political careerist in the future?
Now, I have in fact perused some newsreels from the Schwarzenegger library, and that time that you took that car...
Hold it. The Schwarzenegger Library?
Yes, the Schwarzenegger Presidential Library. Wasn't he an actor when you...
Stop, he was president?
Are there video conferences in the future?
Only to spew hostility at the very bosom that they have relinquished.
Do self-driving cars exist? Are biometric implants mandatory?
While you were sleeping, everyone in the city was installed code. It was a brilliant idea by Dr. Cocteau that an organically bioengineered microchip be sewn into the skin.
Do people have any idea what to do without instructions?
Maniac is imminent. Request advice.
With a firm tone of voice, demand Maniac lie down with hands behind back.
Is there any kind of physical contact, for example, handshakes? Has anything fun or enjoyable been banned?
Smoking is not good for you. It has been deemed that anything not good for you is bad, hence illegal. Alcohol, caffeine, contact sports, meat.
And for God's sake, was there a toilet paper shortage that led to the invention of a new way to go to the bathroom and relieve yourself?
I'm happy that you're happy, but the place where you're supposed to have the toilet paper, you got this little shelf with 3 seashells on it.
He doesn't know how to use the 3 seashells.
We're talking about a mad prophet here, fellas, so come with me to heed his words.
But mighty Talos was my keeper, my shield against the heresy of the South.
Welcome to Demolition Man. He meets Dr. Cocteau, who explains to him that, oh well, he's a Neanderthal now, and we get the first good twist. The restaurant, whose name I shan't pronounce for obvious reasons, gets raided by an angry mob and Spartan rushes to meet the challenge. And after he captures the thief, he realizes that these aren't thieves or hardened criminals, they are just hungry, and the whole utopia is only for those that apply to the totalitarian government and constant monitoring of their actions.
I'm a blast from the past!
Should have stayed there.
Oh boy, that voice sounds familiar. Who is that?
So, more or less, we get a whole wild goose chase throughout the entire film with Spartan chasing Phoenix and Friendly trying to stay alive. And if you tell me that the names I just mentioned aren't 90s enough, I'm gonna go and wear my baggy jeans again.
Behold my power.
Is it cold in here, or is it just me?
Spartan and Phoenix fight in the cryo chamber, and after the freezing agent drops to the ground, the ultra badass protagonist kicks the literal head of the bad guy's shoulders. Did I spoil it for you? No! Wanna know why? Because you just saw every single 90s action film ever made. Good guys win! Who would win in a fight? A wisecracking dream demon or an undead machete-wielding mama's boy? And my friends, it delivers on that front in the most gloriously fun way possible.
So beautiful.
Welcome to Freddy vs. Jason. Freddy does what any washed-up villain would do. He resurrects Jason Voorhees, the ever-silent hockey-masked hugging machine, and manipulates him into causing chaos. The idea? If people start fearing Freddy again, he can get back to his slashing shenanigans. Jason just keeps mowing people down like it's the last day on the job. We do have some human-shaped ragdolls.
Like a virgin, right? Someone pure.
One who's got a tragic past, some daddy issues, and just enough final girl energy to make it to the climax.
I mean, he knew that we...
The ex-boyfriend, who's been locked in the psych ward, sees Freddy in his dreams and is generally very sweaty throughout the movie, and for whom I don't give a f***. The bestie who honestly gets bonus points for actually roasting Freddy's fashion sense before getting absolutely obliterated.
You're the one everyone's afraid of? You're not even scary. And let's talk about the butter knives. What is with the butter knives?
And then there's Freddy and Jason, the real MVPs. Freddy is his usual quippy nightmare-weaving self, while Jason is, well, Jason. He doesn't talk, but boy does he know how to make an entrance, usually by walking really slowly, while still somehow catching up to drunk teenagers. The real reason we're here is the Freddy vs. Jason battle, and oh boy does this movie deliver some absurdly fun, over-the-top carnage. Freddy, being the creative little goblin that he is, drags Jason into the dream world and treats him like a giant piñata, bouncing him around like a pinball. Jason takes the abuse but doesn't seem overly concerned, and honestly the fact that Jason has enough brain to even experience dreams anymore is an entirely separate discussion we don't have time for. This is where things get absolutely bonkers. Jason and Freddy go at it in a ridiculously brutal battle, involving construction equipment, punctured limbs, and an absurd amount of blood spraying around that would make Tarantino salivate. It's gory, it's chaotic, and it's everything you would ever want from a horror villain showdown. Is Freddy vs. Jason a masterpiece?
Yes!
Is it high cinema?
Yes!
Is it a ridiculously entertaining horror slugfest with absurd kills, cheesy dialogue, and the kind of pure, unfiltered fan service that makes horror fans scream with joy?
Yes!
You bet your last Jumbo Roach it is. What if we made the Predator again, but this time everyone is a violent lunatic with a tragic backstory, and also Adrien Brody has abs now. You in? This is a sci-fi action reboot slash sequel slash tribute that drops a bunch of morally flexible humans into an alien hunting preserve like the Deadliest Game of Survivor Celebrity Edition.
We were chosen. Chosen for what?
Welcome to Predators. Once they walk over to the vantage point that was supposed to offer some kind of hope as to see where they are and form a plan, well, they realize they aren't on Earth anymore.
We're gonna need a new plan.
They are in what can only be described as Predator Summer Camp, where predators come to relax, hunt a bit, have a safari, and occasionally shoot some humans. Yep, they're not the counselors, they're the marshmallows. So we got a grumpy mercenary whose entire character arc is "I don't care about you people", a sniper with a conscience, aka the only person asking logical questions, a token Russian guy who will eventually sacrifice himself in a spectacular way,
Рожу тебя.
a cartel enforcer, an RUF death squad fighter, a yakuza who's got the best scene in the film, a death row inmate with a big mouth and exactly zero survival instincts, and Topher Grace. And I'm guessing the Predator camp manager was like, "Bring me every dangerous human!" Everyone! Oh, there's also Predator dogs. I don't know, man. And funniest thing ever, they even find a survivor whose name is Ronald Noland and who has absolutely gone full Wilson and speaks to either the shadows or his vast collection of dust.
Who are you?
I'm the one that got away.
In true Predator tradition, the finale involves fire, traps, and Adrien Brody covered in mud like someone rolled Rambo through a playground after heavy rain. He takes on the Super Predator in a battle that can only be described as aggressively glistening. Is it realistic?
No.
Is it fun in a midnight taco run during a fever dream kind of way? Absolutely. Predators is like if someone dug up all the unused creatine from the Expendables, mixed it with some sci-fi nonsense, and they put Adrien Brody on a strict diet of gravel, cigarettes, and protein powder.
This is my town! If you live to see the dawn, it's because I allow it. I decide who lives or who dies.
Welcome to a film which explores the Western genre.
Yippee-ki-yay.
No, not that kind of cowboy. I'm talking about the land of grizzled cowboys, dusty saloons, killer gunslingers, and exploration. Sam Raimi, yes, Evil Dead Sam Raimi, direct the whole thing.
Groovy.
Welcome to The Quick and the Dead. Herod runs a quick draw contest where gunfighters enter for fame, glory, and in some cases actual survival. But Lady Ellen isn't just here for sport. She's got a revenge checklist and it's a one-item to-do list. Kill Herod.
Like that's ever gonna happen.
The tournament also includes Court, an ex-outlaw turned priest who just wants to be left alone, but keeps getting forced into gunfights because Herod is a jerk.
What are you doing there? Nah, the preacher here's got the Lord on his side. He only needs one bullet.
The Kid, a cocky, treat-year happy gunslinger who's like that kid in the Call of Duty lobby that kills everyone and won't shut up about it.
Is it possible? Is it possible to improve on perfection?
And honestly, an entire rogues gallery of dudes who look like they wandered in from various spaghetti westerns and were told, just look menacing and wait in line to get shot. Now, let's talk about the duels, which are the absolute meat and potatoes of this film. Every single one is shot like the camera itself is on a sugar high. Sam Raimi doesn't just film gunfights, he glorifies them. Herod is, well, imagine Lex Luthor got tired of real estate scams and decided to run a murder-based talent show instead. Hawkman chews the scenery in every scene he's in, and you love to hate him for it.
If you live to see the dawn, it's because I allow it. I'm in charge of everything.
This movie builds up to the biggest, most dramatic, most completely insane duel imaginable. There's fire, there's slow motion, there's Herod being way too confident, there's the lady proving that revenge is best served explosively. It's like the 4th of July and the Wild West had a baby. The Quick and the Dead is a western that is less about deep themes and more about making every shootout look as cool as humanly possible. It's like the good, the bad and the ugly had a love child with Army of Darkness and then let it be raised by Quentin Tarantino's camera crew.
Because it's so much fun, Chan! Get it!
Let's start with the basics. This is a movie where Hugh Jackman wears a fedora, a giant leather coat and his best I'm too cool for monsters cool face as Gabriel Van Helsing, a guy with a mysterious past, magical gadgets and enough angst to fill Dracula's castle 3 times over.
Man hasn't killed you yet.
Don't worry, he's getting to it.
Welcome to Van Helsing.
Governments and empires come and go, but we have kept mankind safe since time immemorial.
Van Helsing is their top agent, though it's unclear why, because his primary skill seems to be barely surviving chaotic encounters with monsters that seem way more organized than him. His mission? Go to Transylvania and kill Dracula. Simple, right?
Absolutely not.
This brings us to Frankenstein's monster, who looks like he's had one too many rounds with the local lightning storm. He's actually the most relatable character in the movie, mostly because he spends the entire film trying to avoid being used as a tool in Dracula's bizarre science fair project. He is surprisingly eloquent for a guy whose face looks like it was assembled in a hurry by someone following IKEA instructions. Also, the early 2000s, when CGI was new enough that it could be used for everything, and boy does Van Helsing take this to heart. Dracula's brides, when they're not hissing like broken pipes, morph into screeching bat-like creatures that apparently have the strength to throw horses into the air, but can be felled by the power of crossbow bolts and bad luck. Van Helsing never walks when he can dramatically leap or swing from something, because apparently gravity is for lesser mortals. There's an early scene where Van Helsing fights Mr. Hyde in Notre Dame, which involves him bouncing, defying physics in ways that would make even Spider-Man jealous. As the movie explains in one of its many ridiculous leaps of logic, they need a living power source. Enter Frankenstein's monster, who, after countless lightning bolts to the brain, apparently has enough juice to power all of Dracula's offspring.
Let me go.
Where are you going to go? I don't know if you've looked in the mirror lately, but you kind of stick out in a crowd.
Van Helsing's final transformation happens during the climactic battle with Dracula, and suddenly a brooding monster hunter is staring through Dracula's castle like a rabid dog on a sugar high. It's a fight that involves more snarling and window smashing than actual tactics, but it's the kind of over-the-top spectacle this movie thrives on, and let's not kid each other. It freaking rocks. Welcome to a film which wasn't a success at release because, you know, budget, box office and all that. However, I've seen this film more times than I can count, not only when I was younger and dumber, but also now, from time to time, to just enjoy a good film, which was mostly overlooked due to production costs as well as overall weirdness. But this film was meant to be taken as seriously as me when I tell my wife that I'll start going to the gym again the next Monday.
You're lying, Morgan.
It's one of those films that came out of the glorious 90s. And stigmatized Kevin Costner's career as one of his worst films, for some freaking reason, while it can only be described as reverse Mad Max. Welcome to Waterworld. Our story begins with Mariner, yeah, that's what they call him, as if he's an unnamed character still in the customization screen. In any case, Mariner roams, or rather travels on water with his trimaran, and don't you dare ask me what that is, just watch the film. He travels from atoll, goddammit, yeah, there will be some unknown words here and there. He travels from atoll to trade what else? Dirt. And sooner or later they find out that his advantage for surviving that long at sea is the same with every vegan burger. He is a mutant. So they try to hunt him down and kill him. Soon after we realize that the evil guys are here and they are called Smokers, which has got to be the most post-apocalyptic name in post-apocalyptic history that's ever post-apocalyptic. And well, they attack the atoll with spectacular special effects.
Adios, cousins.
In any case, the Mariner cuts a deal with Helen and a girl named Enola, that if they get him out, he'd take them with him, hinting that the weird tattoo on Enola's back points to dry land.
You were right, but we have to eat.
So Kevin Costner becomes their bodyguard. Get it? And they sail away being chased by smokers, because, you know, a smoker heard at a bar about the tattoo and now we got a script. I don't mind, just give me that sweet action. Helen insists that dry land isn't a myth, while Costner boy here proves to her that it's all a worse lie than an influencer's morning routine. And we get one of the best scenes and revelations in the film. Even the ship of bodies is overflowing with style. And the workers push his car to quote-unquote drive. Hell, he even pays them with cigarettes. How far out is that for ya in the freaking 90s? I won't even dare spoil the film, but what I'll tell you is that you should absolutely grab your goldfish, throw in some fish food and grab your popcorn bowl, fill it to the brim and enjoy the severely underrated movie. See ya, boys and gals, and remember to be nice to one another, have fun, like and subscribe for more videos.
Happy now.